Most people are losing capacity and capability. Their energy is lower, their strength is fading, their focus is fractured, and their emotional control is thinner more than ever. And they call it aging. Fit to Perform exists to build capacity and capability in your body, in your mind, and through your leadership. And here, we will always push for capability over marketing. Welcome to Fit to Perform. So what is Fit to Perform? Fit to Perform is a standard. It's not following some trendy things that you see on the internet. It's not just about the aesthetic proportion of physical fitness. It's not hustle culture, and it's definitely not biohacking what it's turned into just to get attention. This is about truly building capacity and capability across the areas that actually determine what is your performance. If capacity shrinks, your capability will narrow. If your capability narrows, your impact to the world, to the people around you, will shrink. Capacity and capability are intertwined, and they must grow together. That's the whole point of this show. So who is this for? This is for men and women who take responsibility very seriously. It's for founders who need sustained clarity, for parents who want strength that lasts, athletes even, to refuse to fade, leaders who understand that performance is not optional. It's actually required. If you care about showing up strong in business, in your marriage, in parenting, faith, community, this is for you. If you want entertainment, if you want random shortcuts that aren't really shortcuts, or comfort, this is definitely not for you. So what are we going to talk about here? Everything on the show falls into 5 performance domains, and they're also centered around those 2 things, which are capacity and capability. Biological performance, physical performance, cognitive and nervous system performance, relational and leadership performance, and advanced therapeutics and strategy and emerging science. Capacity and capability are systemic. They are intertwined, and when one domain weakens, everything weakens. So that is why we want to build the whole structure together. What type of guests are you going to hear on this show? Clinicians who practice at a high level, practitioners who are advanced in their area of expertise, researchers who understand physiology beyond just like the headline pieces that you see every day, strength coaches and performance coaches who build durable bodies for humans, leaders who built businesses without destroying their health, for women who embody strength and resilience. So the things that we will not have on here is over saturated hype or sensationalism. This is not going to be anything like influencer theatrics. This will always reside with capability over marketing. So who am I? I'm a former collegiate football player. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm the founder and CEO of Elevétion. Every single day, I work with high performers, men and women who refuse to settle for average capacity and capability in their lives. I'm a husband first and foremost, and a father of 3. I lift, I train. I'm still trying to push my limits in as I hit 40, and I practice Brazilian jiu-jitsu regularly. I'm putting myself in rooms where strength, composure, and endurance are tested in real time. Those are the things that my life encompasses. So everything that we'll talk about will be in those realms that are curious to myself even. I believe in pressure. I've rebuilt my own capacity and capability more than once, timeless times. This show matters to me because I've seen what quiet decline does to people physically, mentally, and relationally. And I won't normalize it. It's not something that I'm okay with. It's not something that I was okay with when those things were not aligned in my life. It's why Elevétion exists today. So what is Elevétion? Elevétion is a concierge performance medicine digital health company. We don't wait for disease. We audit physiology before it breaks down. We run comprehensive biomarker panels in multiple domains. We integrate genomics, epigenomics, microbiomics, transcriptomics, proteomics, a lot of different omics. And how we integrate them is very, very systematic to us. We analyze and we optimize those components of those systems. We're looking at the cell to the organ system, and interconnectivity of the organ systems from multiple different angles. We optimize hormones for men and women. We build precision supplementation strategies. We integrate training and nutrition deliberately. And yes, we use a lot of advanced therapies like peptide therapy and other advanced regenerative therapies like stem cells, mesenchymal stem cells, secretomes, exosomes. Elevétion is built for high performers who want to expand capacity and capability in all aspects of their physiology and their life, from cellular function to leadership execution. So why this matters to you? The modern environment erodes capacity and capability. Sedentary living, ultra-processed food, chronic stress, hormone disruption and dysregulation, constant distraction, fatigue becomes normal, brain fog becomes normal, low drive becomes normal, fragility becomes normal, and honestly, guys, it shouldn't be. Fit to perform is a rejection of the normalization of those things. So what can you count on? What's coming next when you listen to this podcast? We'll address things like testosterone decline in men and women, in hormone disruption in both men and women, testosterone decline specifically in men. We'll talk honestly about perimenopause and hormonal mismanagement in women. We'll cover mitochondrial dysfunction and energy collapse. We'll address peptides. Yes, they're very popular. What's responsible and what's extremely reckless. We'll make strength non-negotiable and the key aspects of physiological performance like sleep, nutrition, exercise, relationships, and the human mind. How often are you going to hear from me? More than likely, you'll hear from me weekly. If something really matters, we may do that a little bit more regularly. One thing that I'd ask is if this resonates at all, subscribe, leave a review, and send this to someone you refuse to watch who lose capacity and capability quietly. The reason why capacity and capability determines performance is because performance determines your impact. Build capacity and capability is how you start to impact your world. This is very close to my heart. As I built what I thought was an extreme capacity and successful life, I myself went through a complete decline in capacity and capability in my physiology. Ever since then, everything has been intertwined into how to improve the human experience and optimize the human experience. That's evolved in many different evolutions to what is my purpose and drive with elevation. But I'm also extremely curious as a human, and there are many different people that have found things or applied things in ways that can better all of humanity. And that is what we're chasing in these types of conversations, to expose the world to different things that you've never heard of, to understand the science and research around the things that are new and evolving, to open your mind to, and not shut doors to the things of the clinical world while just relying on everything in the functional world. We want to branch both sides of the spectrum, from performance to functionality to Western and Eastern practices, and bring them together in a way that is not sensationalism, to bring it in a way that's going to help be applicable to your life, help regulate your physiology, optimize your physiology, your nervous system, your mind, your ability to perform and think, ultimately your ability to show up. And so those are the ways that we build the capacity and the capability in your life. And through the conversations that you're going to hear on the show, we hope that you'll stay fit to perform.